Kuphi nakuphi emakhaya amadolobheni asokomplasta khona sawubona ke mbukele and a warm welcome to this week's edition of Ilungelo Lakho, it's your right. Luhlelo ke nilethela ke konke lokuthinta wena nemalungelo akho njengemthengi. Ingabe ke athine emalungelo akho naloko lokumcoka lekumele ukuthi ukwadi futhi ke ukuhlakaniphele uma uthatha sivumelwano semshwalense we-cellphone yakho. Mbukele singamoshi isikhathi ke singene endzabeni yethu namhla sitawuvisisa kabanti ukuthi yini lo lokushiya labanengi bakhala siyoyoyo uma sebafaka ema-claims abo ekuthi ke abuyekede uma sebalahlekelwe tincingo tabo. Cell phones are an essential part of our lives, yet they carry a high risk of loss, damage, and even theft. That's why so many consumers take insurance covers to mitigate such risks. But imagine your insurer refusing to settle your claim because you have overlooked often obscure terms and conditions. Ingabe wenda njani ke uma umshwalense wakho ungasafuni ukukhokhela insurance claim yakho yamahlalo ekhukhwini? Asasiveke nangonobathembu Mzansi.
I-cellphone okanye unomyayi sisixhobo sonxibelelwano salamaxesha esingundoqo, kodwa ukuphulukana nonomyayi wakho kungenzeka nanini na ngokulahleka, ukonakala, ukwebiwa okanye ukohluthelwa ngesiquphe, ingakumbi kulamaxesha olwaphulo-mthetho olugqithisileyo. Kungoko ke abathengi abaninzi bezikhusela ngokuthatha i-insurance cover zokukhusela iifowuni zabo, kodwa elo themba lalo insurance iba ludano xa i-insurance isala ukuhlawula ibango lakho ngenxa yemiqathango ebifihlakele ngethuba kudyikitywa isivumelwano. Phakathi kwezinto eziliqela ezingabangela ukuba i-insurance ikhabe ibango lomthengi kukungananzi imiqathango yalo polisi. Esinye sezizathu kukutshintshanisa iSIM efowunini, ze lo fowuni lahleke ineSIM card ibingathengwanga inayo. Kutshanje iofisi kanozikhalazo yeFAIS ilumkisa abathengi ngobungozi bongaqondisisi imiqathango nemimiselo ye-insurance ye-cellphone. Umntu athatheke lulonwabo obuza nokuba ne-cellphone entsha.
We want consumers to be aware of some of the intricacies of these cell phone insurance contracts and to be careful of some of the exclusions.
Le ofisi ifumene isikhalazo somthengi oye walelwa ibango lakhe le-insurance ngelithi akalandelanga miqathango ebekiweyo kwipolisi.
We got a case where the consumer bought a cell phone and again, used it with a different SIM card, and so the claim when the cell phone was damaged wasn't paid out. We discussed it with the underwriter who responded to us and to try and determine whether wrong information was given by the consultant when the cell phone was sold. Fortunately, in that particular case, what came out is that the insurer was able, or the underwriter was able to find out that the consultant didn't give entirely accurate information. So they decided to pay out the claim.
Seso sizathu ke nezinye ezibangela ukuba abathengi babongozwe ngokubaluleka kokufunda imimiselo nemiqathango yeepolisi zabo ze-insurance. Nangona kunjalo umnqwazi awuqini kubathengi ngee-insurance policies zeefowuni.
We are not being told about the terms and conditions, and at the same time, even when you go and claim, they will say no, maybe wena monga iphatha ngikhathi phone no side swara sharp no side hlokomela intellect sharp. So I don't think it's beneficial. At the same time, we are losing a lot of money for this insurance, whereas we are not getting the benefit out of it.
I think it's a 50-50 thing. It's beneficial and at the same time it's a loss as well. So I would also just say, like, for consumers, maybe they should read the contracts, but the thing is, it's so long. Who wants to read such a long thing? And then they don't cut it short for us either because they want us to, they know that we're not going to go through the contract.
Insurance companies, they always find, the fine print, or they find a reason why they should not be paying out.
Kungoku nje abathengi bayakhuthazwa ukuba bajongisise iipolisi ze-insurance ze-cellphone zabo babuze xa kukho abangaqondiyo khona ukuze bakwazi nokuqaphela xa kwenziwe impazamo ngabo babathengisela ezi-insurance. Kukwakhuthazwa ukuba abathengi bangalindi de kufike usuku lukaxakeka apho umntu efuna ukufaka ibango le-insurance. Nobathembu Zantsi, yilungelo lakho.
Sibonga lo mbiko leswendele kuNobathembu Zantsi. Manje kukhuluma kabanti ngetinkinga temshwalense umahlelo khukhwini. Asasimukele tivakashi tethu namhla sinamashite Makgoe lomeleke i-Financial Advisory and Intermediary Services, i-FICE Ombudsman. Siphinde sibe na Valerie Mngadi lokhulumela ke i-National Financial Ombuds Scheme of South Africa. Very good afternoon to you too. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome, Sanibukele.
Siyabonga sibulisa bonke abalaleli.
Siyabonga. Dawucela ngawe Mavele ukuthi usichazela abantu ukuthi le office lenu lendani with regards to ama cell phone insurance.
I-office lethu i-National Financial Ombuds Scheme non-division sidila ngama-complaints against complainants which are consumers who have complaints against their short-term insurance company because like the claim has been rejected or the policy has been cancelled. That's all the complaints that we deal with.
Ngabe kuyaye kube nema-claims lanjani ke? Is there a common thread kula ma-claims ke lena not for ma-complaints?
Okay, kuma-mobile device insurance policy ngasho ukuthi generally now we're receiving a lot of complaints about eSIM card which is not used with the insured device at the time of the loss. So you am a complaint, and another one usage. So where phone was not used. So insurance companies, they've got a technology where they check whether the phone was used or not before the loss.
Right.
Yeah.
Mashita, let me also rope you in. How does it deal with complaints lanje when it comes to short-term insurance policies njenge cell phone insurance?
Office lethu kaningi sithola lama complaints i-jurisdiction yethu. Ama-complaints esikwazi ukudilisha nawo ama-complaints about indlela le insurance ithengiswe ngayo. That basically advice. I-advice enikezwe umuntu othenga i-insurance ngalesikhathi athenga insurance. So stilisha nama-complaints about i-process leyo.
Manje na ukhuluma nge-advice maybe if you could delve deeper into that ukuthi ukhuluma ngani ukhuluma nge-advice.
Okay. So basically i-process umthetho uyasho ukuthi ukuthengiswa kwama-insurance products kuyadingeka ukuthi umthengi anikezwe i-advice before athenga i-financial product. Financial product lana the wide range of financial products within short-term insurance njengoba uValerie yasho and other financial products like investments and so forth and funeral policies. So i-advice it's a requirement ukuthi umuntu othengisayo ama-financial products ufanele achazele umthengi amnikeze i-guidance yokuthi athathe i-product emfanele.
Okay.
Yeah, and then achaze kahle ukuthi isebenza kanjani le product before ayithengisa kumthengi.
Okay, so have you observed a common thread when it comes to short-term insurance products, like a cell phone product or a cell phone insurance product compared to other short-term products like a car insurance? Have you observed a common thread in terms of the kinds of complaints? Are the complaints similar?
Ngempela ahlukile ama complaints.
Okay.
Kakhulu ku short-term insurance inkinga enkulu yiyo i-process le kuthengiswa ngayo ama insurance. Unlike other insurance product space like long-term, i-process iba ngcono lapho. But kuma short-term insurance, I don't know, somehow ama financial services providers bazitshela ukuthi ngathi because generally ama premiums akhona mancane, imali encane nyana. So i-process ayilandelwa kahle yokuthengisa these products because i-process angithi it's laid down by umthetho, i-legislation, i-code of conduct ukuthi ama-financial product service providers mabathengisa ama-financial products bafanele bathengise kanjani ngale ndlela ethize ukuthi bafanele banikezane i-advice bachaze ama-terms and conditions ukuthi umuntu othengayo athi athi asayina lapha ukuthi ngiyayithatha lento kube ukuthi uyayi-understanda in full ukuthi isebenza kanjani ingifanele yini na akwazi kwenza that informed decision about into ayithengayo. Just like any other product that you buy in store or anywhere else. You can't just buy into ongayazi ukuthi isebenza kanjani. Uthi awufike e-store ufike uthiwa nangu umshini uyawufuna uthathe kodwa awukazi ubona ukuthi usebenza kanjani
ukuthi uyasebenza yini.
Yeah, into efana naleyo. So basically, so the code of conduct, it's there to alleviate lama problems afana nalawo ukuthi umuntu makaclaim manje utholakala ukuthi eminye ama terms and conditions akakwazanga ukuthi awa-adhere to because akawazi. Yena uzitshela ukuthi i-cellphone device yami is insured, anginankinga if kwenzeka anything noma yini izo-replacewa or izolungiswa whatever that insurance promises. Kanti ngesinye isikhathi ufanele wenze sure ukuthi ulandela imigomo ethize kule contract onayo ye-insurance. Kuyafuneka ukuthi ufanele uyinakekele i-cellphone yakho.
Yes.
Especially yona le nkinga le yama-sim cards. Ukuthi i-sim card yakho le uthatha ngayo because generally lento yenzeka mawuthatha i-contract or u-upgrade i-cellphone contract. So ama cellphone providers ngesinye isikhathi from ukuchaza kwabo bayithatha njenge process a more clerical duty of the agents. So that's why they don't give it much of attention ukuthi bafanele bachazele abantu. Because it becomes a process yokuthi nje yayifuna na and then bese kuyathikwa tick and then that's it and then uyanikezwa amaphepha thiwa hamba uyozifundela. Kanti asifani masabantu abanye abantu abakwazi nokufunda. So kwenza njani khona lapho ke? That's why kunemigomo le yokuthi umuntu ufanele achazele these terms and conditions before athenga i-financial product noma yini financial product.
Perhaps the biggest problem ukuthi ke the insurance companies abababuti lama consumers nabathatha le insurance policy ukuthi ingabe you understand yini. So is that what you've observed, it's a problem on the part of the insurers?
Yeah, it is a problem. So they have to ask those questions. But at the same time, now as a consumer, you have a right, like a duty, I can say, a duty to
go through all the fine print.
Yeah, not the fine print. It's just the contract that you have taken. Just sit down and familiarize yourself with it. So if you don't understand, go back to the consultant or the broker and ask those questions.
And if I don't have to sign on the very first day or on the same day.
Yes, you don't have to.
I might as well just take it home and familiarize myself. Yes,
because most of them, they've got what is called a cooling period. Even if noma uitatile, but you've got that cooling period to say that, no, I don't want this product. It's not like once you understand terms and conditions to say that this product is not for me. You can do that, yeah.
So what are some of the common reasons for rejecting a claim? The basis of this conversation is about repudiations or rejection of claims.
As we said, both of us, we agree with the SIM card. Like when there is a claim, you find that the policy terms and condition will say that this cell phone must be used with the insured SIM card. So if it's not used with that insured SIM card, then the insurer can repudiate the claim. Yes.
Okay.
And then another thing, that one usage, which was it used like 7 days prior to the incident, they can check that as well. Because amani is another condition that it must be in used.
Right.
Yeah, not claim for something that is not in usage.
I've got so many questions. Asibambe lapho ke mbukeli sithi ke shelela ngasetitolo ungasanyakade ke leli lungelo lakho siyabuya khona manje. Sikwamukela futhi Mbukele, we're still discussing mobile phone insurance issues. So what things can lead to your mobile phone insurance claim problems when claiming, and what you need to be aware of when taking your insurance contracts? You can call our participation lines right now on 011-714-0671, noma ke 011-714-0672. You can also send us a WhatsApp to 060-844-9857. Let me repeat that number. It is on your screen right now, 060-844-9857. That's our WhatsApp number. Okay, even email your thoughts to consumer@sabc.co.za, alternatively like our Facebook page. It's a very, very important discussion that we're having here today. And just before that break, we're having a very pertinent discussion when it comes to some of the reasons leading to the repudiation of claims or the rejection of claims. Utawubuta ukuthi ingabe within amalungelo ami yini ukuthi ke i-cell phone SIM card ingaba linked to the actual device. Should it be?
That's why it is important ukuthi ama terms and conditions uwafunde njengomthengi and nokuthi uchazelwe ukuthi asebenza kanjani, because ama insurances awafani. So you can buy a cell phone insurance anywhere. You can replace the one that you bought from your cell phone service provider. You can replace it with another one from another insurer somewhere else, and that might not even include that type of a clause. Okay. So you have to read the contract. They have to bakuchazele ukuthi how do you change. For example, mhlambe mina ngiyazi ukuthi le cell phone engiyithengayo definitely angizoyisebenzisa ngale SIM card le nginikezwa yona la. And that's exactly the case study that we had. So in that case, then ufanele unikezwe a chance yokuthi unga register a different cell phone SIM card, cell phone number. Generally, from what I know, they allow you to register 2 SIM card numbers. Okay. So, and you can change as long as you inform the insurer that I'm no longer using this cell phone number, I'm using this one, and you register it on the insurance contract. Okay. Because the other thing, we have to draw a distinction between cell phone contract and the insurance contract. It's two different things and two different contracts that are even generally they are not with the same companies.
Linked or related.
They are not even yes. There's a bit of a link there, but they are not. They're totally different contracts.
Lomunye ke Valerie, just to bring you in, lomunye ke utawuthatha i-contract, i-cell phone contract as a package. Shothi le contract ke ita nema minutes, ita ne cell phone, iphinze ite ne insurance. So lomunye ke utawuthi no mina le insurance, lama terms and conditions ale insurance angiwathanzisise mina, I would come with my own insurance. Bese ke uthola ukuthi ke sekungavumelani ke nangabe ke sekuthiwa ulahlekelwe i-cell phone, kuthi ke ingabe unalo ilungelo lo umthengi loyo ekutheni aphinze aclaim.
Yes, unalo ilungelo. Once, as long as cell phone insured, so you can tell the service provider lay insurance contract with no, mina I've got my insurance contract in my terms and conditions which I'm familiar with or I'm comfortable with. So he can always like change as long as an insurance policy and she's good, he can claim for anything like as per the policy provisions. Anyway.
So what normally causes the lack of transparency on the part of the insurers rather, when a consumer or a customer takes up an insurance policy?
So it's not to disclose everything, like yona le ndaba yama SIM card ukuthi the device must be used with a SIM that is insured. So lawo ma disclosures, if siyathola ukuthi during complaint ise office lethu ukuthi azange baze bamtshele ukuthi this is the condition of the policy, ukuthi you have to use this device with a SIM card that is insured. So we'll tell the insurance company then to pay this claim.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, since we started this discussion, so let's call my SIM card. Is that the only reason that leads to the rejection or the repudiation of claims?
No, not at all. Like there are lots of
maybe let's touch base with some of those reasons.
Yeah,
for purposes of understanding the reasons.
Because you can take a mobile portable possession cover with any other insurer, like under your comprehensive, your comprehensive insurance policies like your motor vehicle and add that cell phone yakho. So those terms are totally different. So wonke ayadifana. Then the important thing is for you to read those terms and conditions and understand, and then what is you are covered for, what you are not covered for.
Okay.
Yes.
Mashita, what's your understanding of some of the other reasons that lead to a claim to a reject?
Okay, there are many incidents that can lead to a claim guti reject. Because remember guti a cell phone is covered for a loss or a damage,
yes,
or so it could be even accidental loss or accidental damage. It could be some insurances cover for water damage, some insurances cover for theft. So there are many reasons. Anything can happen. If it's a theft, some complaints could be related to the fact yokuthi mhlambe what is there's this process that you need to blacklist his SIM card yakho.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they won't approve your claim unless you've done that process. So those are some of the things, but generally that doesn't necessarily lead to a rejection, because it's just a process that uzoxelelwa ngayo during the claim process, and then you just have to adhere to it. But obviously, if you were trying to claim kanti kukuthi it's not necessarily lost, and you don't want to do that process, then obviously the claim angeke bhatalwe.
So what type of cases have you ever had to rule on with regards to such issues?
Okay, it's ngikhuluma ngale case study that sibe nayo.
Yes.
I case study sibe nayo kwenzekile ukuthi umuntu bekathenga I cell phone nge contract. It was a renewal of a contract. So wachaza lo muntu ku agent ukuthi I cell phone le I-SIM card le ngizoyisebenzisa la I-SIM card enye, not this one.
Yes.
Wayichaza kahle ukuthi angizosebenzisa le na kulungile na, and then the agent wavuma ukuthi hayi no akunankinga. Wahamba come I claim the cell phone is lost, uthi ya claim kuyacheckwa lapha ku network ukuthi I-SIM card beyila kule device ngalesikhathi ilahleka. It wasn't the one registered ngalesikhathi ithathwa I-contract lapha. So akaxelela lo muntu kusho ukuthi abamchazelanga kahle ngalesikhathi athenga, so was misinformed, unikezwe I-information wrong. So kwaba kanjalo ukuthi masithola le complaint, must engage with the service provider, financial services provider. Kwatholakala ukuthi abanabo ubufakazi bokuthi bamtshele I-information right, and kwaba clear ukuthi information enikiwe at that time was wrong. Fanele babhatale I-claim, and then they reviewed, they agreed to pay the claim.
All right. Let's take a first caller. Sina Joseph ulaphakela eliphalale. Sakumole hleni sawubona.
Yebo.
Joseph from eliphalale sawubona baba.
Yebo.
Khuluma nathi baba, what's on your mind?
Yes.
Yes, you're live on air, Baba. What's on your mind? Talk to me.
Nginenkinga yalama smartphone.
Sicela uphinze umbuto baba.
Inkinga yalama ama cellphone la ukuthi ama cellphone amaningi abhalwe nge-language yesiGongo, i-language yabantu bamnyama ayikho lapha kula ama cellphone.
Oh, if abhalwe ngalenye language.
Manje mafanele ulisebenzise uba nenkinga, ukwazi ukuthi sometimes balikhuluma isilungu ukwazi ukuthi ungalisebenzisa kanjani.
Okay, Baba Joseph, thank you so much for that question and for your call. Sitawuzama ke ukuphendvula ke after this break. Thank you so much for your call. Let's now take another commercial break. Ungasanyaka tembukeli sabuya khona manje. Leli lungelo lakho. leli lungelo lakho sakomola futhi ke wena ubunene ke tincingo tethu tivuliwe ukuthi ke nawe ungaba ingcenye yale nkulumo yethu namhla ungasishala icingo khona manje ku 011 7140671 noma ke 011 7140672 ungasithumela futhi ne WhatsApp ku 060 i-email yethu ke ithi consumer@sabc.co.za ungasithumela ke futhi ne email or interact with us on our Facebook page. Now before break besina Joseph lapha ubuteke umbuto lo umcoka kakhulu. In fact, it forms the foundation and the basis of this conversation with regards to understanding the language and the terms and the conditions. Uthi ke nangabe ke i-language yale contract is in I understand what then happens.
Ngasho ukuthi at the time of the sale of the policy ngicabanga ukuthi sometimes fanele abe ne broker or i-sales consultant ezobe imthengisela le insurance fanele explaining language as we understand ngayo. But thina e-office lethu ka NFO we've got ama interpreters. If you ubhala i-complaint ngesizulu noma ngeSwati, somebody in the office will interpret the complaint even though i-police and everything the communication will be English, but singadila ngayo ngelanguage yakho noma yiphi, all the nine languages.
So would that be a ground for NFO to to rule against that particular insurer? Ukuthi ke ayika i-contract ayikabhali ngelanguage that I understand a low consumer noma low mthengi loyo?
No, not necessarily, because sinalento ukuthi bam explainele. So i-language into ye insurer or i-underwriter that they have to deal with ukuthi ama policies abo whether bawaputha now in the vernacular language with ama consumers, but sinalento ukuthi ama underwriter, every consumer they have to explain to them in their language that they understand. Okay. So even if the contract is in English, but if a consumer has Sizulu, so somebody from that underwriter or service provider must explain in the language as we understand that before signing the contract.
Mashita, I mean, the issue of language barrier is a very important conversation here. Obviously, and would it also see that, or would it find that as a ground for ruling against that particular insurer? Would say umthengi noma ke consumer before athathe leyo contract noma leyo policy?
Ngasho ukuthi ngempela yes, singakwazi ukuthi si rule against i-service provider if it is clear ukuthi umthengi akachazelanga kahle ngelanguage yakhe le I understand ayo.
Yeah.
Because one of the important requirement of the sales process according to code of conduct iyo ngempela indaba yokuthi umuntu ufanele achazwele kahle ngelanguage I understand ayo. So kubalekile ukuthi ama service providers, ama agents labathengisa ama cell phone contracts whether bathengisa ngendlela ye phone or face to face or whichever way that the service provider ayisebenzisayo kufanele kube nofakazi ukuthi bakwazile ukuthi bachazele lo muntu ngama terms and conditions before bamnikeze advice right before ayisignela ayithatha le financial product. Yeah, into esemthethweni leyo akusi into sibhekele ngayo because isemthethweni i-process yokuthengisa i-financial product involve ukuthi umuntu ufanele achazelwe ayenze an informed decision. Yeah, ngento I understand ayo. So if it is clear ukuthi umuntu aka understandanga nikezwanga i-advice right ngelanguage I understand ayo, there is no way that umuntu uzokwazi ku adhere to those terms and conditions because agawazi. Yes, and you can't also the other problem with the insurers, I'm saying insurers because ngesinye isikhathi i-claim ifikela ku insurer ayifikeli kuma intermediaries labathengisayo this products. So i-insurer izokhipha ama terms and conditions lawa bawathumele mhlambe nge-SMS kuthiwa click a link lana to read ama terms and conditions, or mhlambe bathumele nge-email or bathumele ngeposi kuthiwa, but that is after effect advice.
Right.
So in other words a process right is that fanele uchazwe before uvuma ukuyithatha i-insurance, hayi after. So after i-proof yokuthi uthunyelwe ama terms and conditions it's not enough ukuthi you did disclose.
I guess that's the key takeaway. Ukuthi-ke kumele-ke before uyithathe kumele-ke uchazelwe kabanti. Let's take our next caller. Sinike ulapha eJozi. Siyakumukela ehleleni sawubona.
Sanibonani njani?
Siphilile kunjani baba? Khuluma nami baba. What's on your mind?
Siyaphila. Bengicela ukubuza nje benginemibuzo emibili nje kuphela.
Talk to me baba.
Hello?
What's on your mind? Yeah. Khuluma baba ngilalela.
Yebo. Bengicela ukubuza ukuthi uma ngaba inkampani lezi zamaselula like kwenzekile ukuthi iyona breach ama-terms we-contract, for instance let's say kumele ukuthi ikhokhele i-debit otirane through ngeyi-29 bona ba-debited before, after lapho bese sozocharge i-penalty ukuthi like bafika bakuzama ukudebitha bafika imali ingekho ku-account, ukuthi masihlangabezana ney'nkinga ezikanjalo ama-case thina as ama-clients like siwavula kuphi?
Okay, good question, Snigo. Thank you so much for your call. Please continue watching. Our guest will definitely be answering you in that regard. Let's now take our next break. Lelilungelo lakho and a warm welcome back. We're still discussing mobile phone insurance issues and what you need to be aware of as a consumer. Sikhuluma ngetinkinga yetemshwalense omahlale ekhukhwini. Kuba incinga yale nkulumo yethu ke ungashada licingo khona manje la e-studio ku 011 7140671 noma ke ku 011 7140672. Ungasithumela futhi ne WhatsApp ku 060-844-9857. We'll try to respond to as many messages as possible. You can also email your thoughts to consumer@sabc.co.za noma ke usithinze etingudleni etekuchumana kubo Facebook. So before break besina Snigo ke uyabuta Snigo lapha ukuthi ke nangabe i-insurer maybe idebita ngelanga lebengakavumelani ngalo noma ke on the day before yena abe nemali utfola ukuthi ke naseyifika leyo debit order utfola ukuthi akasenayo le mali, what then happens? Inginga yabani leyo?
Yeah. Okay. The foundation is that with all complaints, umuntu makanenkinga about anything, the first point of contact is a service provider. Yona leyo.
Yes.
So issue yokuthi mhlambe ama premiums adebitwe ngelanga eli wrong, ufanele uqale ku service provider leyo ethatha ama premiums. And then if awukwazi kuyichazulula inkinga yakho, because it's a very simple issue, but obviously I understand ukuthi ngesinye isikhathi kwenzeka ukuthi umuntu akayenze ama arrangement within isikhathi esikhona ku PPR rules, policy holder protection rules. Umthengi unikezwa i-15 days grace period for ukuthi angalungisa indaba yokungabhatali kwakhe ama premium. So umuntu you still covered for that 15 days. So the first point of call is the service provider, and then from there ungayenza i-arrangement yokuthi okay ningayenza i-double debit next month or something like that, because ngempela into eyenzakalayo quite common these days, especially ngama holidays nama weekends. Kwenze ukuthi uthola ukuthi kuthiwa because of a holiday langa lela mhlambe it was supposed to be on 25 of every month. 25 falls on a week or on a weekend, or falls on a holiday, kuthiwa will debit before or day after.
But then umthetho uthini lapho? Do they debit before the holiday, the public holiday, or weekend, or after?
No, indaba yama holiday and whatever, it becomes a the banking system issue. So that is why I'm saying.
No, but is there a particular law that propels my service providers goods are debited the day before your holiday or weekend or after? Nomage, is it just discretionary?
Not necessarily. Yeah. Not necessarily because like as I'm saying, a contract yako izo shuguti it debit mayenzeke on such and such a date. It's a contract issue, so it must be on that day. But obviously, if the banking system doesn't allow that for that month for the debit order to go through on that specific day, and then that's why I'm saying uthola ukuthi ngesinye isikhathi uyathumela SMS kuthiwa cela usifonele if awukwazi ukuthi awuvumi ukuthi sithathe day before or mhlambe sithathe day after, then ama numbers finally contact the service provider and say ngicela nithathe on this date if angikwazi. It's just for that month because of the banking systems.
And I've heard so many complaints, especially around December. Ngoba ke lamanye ma debit orders, they go on the 15th. Yet the arrangement it's on the very last day of the month. So lo munye ukuthi mina le cell phone I mean le SMS ngitfolile kepha I'm not going to respond ngoba vele the initial arrangement was on the very last day of the month. Manje sebadebitelani on the 15th. Have you also had complaints?
Communication issue between insurer and consumer. So consumer must always like check if then they inform him or her to say with bazo debita on the 15th, which year was with debit order is on the last day of the month. He must just inform with Mina, I'm comfortable with the last day of the month, or like because this month I'm going to receive my salary or payment earlier, then therefore you can go ahead and deduct earlier than, you know. So these arrangements are between, like there must always be those communication lines open between the insurer and the consumer. Yes.
Let's talk about some of the exclusions that consumers need to be aware of. Say, for instance, cell phone insurance, is it for personal use, is it for business, or is it for any other reason? So, logo, is it also another ground for an insurer not to pay that particular claim? Ngoba anga disclose ngisebenzisela cell phone.
So, njengoba sisho cell phone contracts differ. So whatever exclusions or conditions, you must read them and understand them. So they can say guti exclusion in this case is it you have to use maybe reasonable care, take reasonable care. Ungathi ngoba insured, just leave your cell phone noma kanjani. So because they put that condition or exclusion to say you must take reasonable care of the cell phone. Ungathi say restaurant, you just leave it. Knowing that I'm insured, then this phone will be paid. So they have to investigate. If they found good when you were just reckless, why you know, somebody just took it, then they can repudiate the claim on those grounds. Yes.
Mashita, what's your position, or what's your office's position when it comes to exclusions?
Exclusions, ngempela nami ngiyavuma ukuthi there are a lot of exclusions. Into ebalulekile ukuthi umuntu understand, read ama terms and conditions we insurance yakho. There are the different insurance products that is corner in the market. A lot. So the terms and conditions, like a contract that you are taking from cell phone service provider, ihlukile nale we told mhlambe on cover your house or your car, because you can still add that cell phone insurance there. So it's important to fanele ufunde these terms and conditions so that you can make sure we are comply with those terms and conditions.
All right, let's take our next caller. Siyabonga ulapha ke Cape Town. Sakumole ehleleni sawubona. Siyaphila kunjani baba?
Siyaphila buti inkosi yakhona. Sibulele uqine. Phela siyabonga lapha ekhaya.
Siyabonga kakhulu baba. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
Bawona ke nathatha inathi phone contract kulama service product. Kulama service provide. Le phone ndienda naphe ngayibhatala. So andayibhatala inyanga ezimbili. So into enzeka xa ndiphe ndibuyela back ndiyibhatala, kodwa no andisakwazi uyibhatala mandiye emagqwetheni. Ndafuna inumber phone yamagqwetha, so ndayifumana ifowuni yamagqwetha. So ndenza ke i-arrangement ukuba ndicela ubhatala inatsika u-50%. Inatsika ibhalansi yam kuthiwa 8,000 nemali eqaleni. Ndaya ke ngoku unathi 50% ngo-2023 kaDisemba. Ndaphinda ndaya futhi ngo-2024 kaJanuwari omnye 50%, but igama lam still lisavela phayana. Bendicela ubuza uba ndiyancedakala njani uba ndiphume phaa kulaa ntsika phaa kulaa igama liphume phaa.
Okay, Siyabonga, thank you so much for your call. We'll try to respond to your query after this break. Kwanya loku mbukela asesithathe likhefu lethu lekugcina. Do join us after this break. Welcome to our very final segment. Saqhubeka nenzaba yethu namhla. Besina siyabonga kulapha Cape Town. Ukhuluma ke yena ke about a missed payment. Maybe ungamphendula uthini ke lapha kulolu hlangothi?
From what I heard kule caller ngathi ukhuluma ngokuthi uhambiswe emagcwetheni because umise ama premiums for 2 months watshela ukuthi I know I contract yakho has been handed over to ama attorneys. Mhlambe from my understanding yami ngiunderstand ukuthi ngathi ukhuluma nge cell phone contract, a contract a cell phone which is a credit contract, not an insurance contract.
Oh, okay. Ngoba ke namhla ke sikhuluma nge-insurance
device
policy,
insurance contract.
Policy, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So when can a consumer approach your office? At what point? Lapho ke singathinza khona ke.
Anytime when the claim is rejected or he's not happy about the policy overall, maybe they decided to cancel the policy without giving a consumer any reason for cancellation, he can approach our office, NFOSA, and we can like assist, whether telephonic or he can email us or he can just come to our offices and like talk to one of our consultants, and then they will assist with lodging a complaint.
Okay, sicela kusinike ama details ke ma office enu.
Okay.
Sitholakala kuphi nesingawuxhumana kanjani?
Okay, ama walk-ins sitholakala 110 Oxford Road, Houghton Estate, khona la Johannesburg, or they can call us 0860 800 900 or email us at info@nfosa.co.za.
Okay. Mashito, at what point ke lapho ngafika office lenu? Is it after ngikhulume namaphoyisa kuqala ngithole police report noma ke ngiya straight kini?
The general rule is that for any complaint you have to uqale lapha ku financial services provider. Ulodge a complaint yakho formally lapha ku financial services provider. Try to resolve that complaint in the financial services provider first. And then only mawuhluleka lapho rejection yakho uyile through complaints processes zabo, and then bakunikeze ileta yokuthi response yokuthi no still abakwazi ukukunceda. Then generally umthetho uyasho ukuthi bafanele bachazele nge ombudsman offices is available for you to approach.
Okay.
Because obviously if usenayo isikhalazo dispute yakho I resolve one, then bese ke uyayileta complaint yakho kuthina or NFO. So ama office wethu Faisombud ase Pretoria, Mainland Main, number 125 Dallas Avenue, Waterkloof Glen, next to Mainland Main Mall in Pretoria. And then sithatha ama complaints online as well. We encourage our consumers to lodge our complaints online on our website www.faisombud.co.za. They can also basithumele ama complaints nge-email bangasebenzisa email yethu info@faisombud.co.za or bangasfonela bafonele office lethu on our website. Ungakwazi ukuthi ulodge the complaint online immediately ingena ku system yethu. Siyakwazi ukuthi singayi-attenda i-complaint yakho. It's much of a quicker process.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have to admit technology these days ibalulekile.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Noma ngiyothatha ibuda ukuthi ke lama office enu ahluke kanjani? No ayafanana noma ahlukile? Nangabe ke nginenkinga, do I go to NFO noma ngiye e-face office?
Ahlukile ngempela, ahlukile. Ngichazile eqaleni ukuthi i-office lethu lidilisha ne-advice. So into esiyidile kakhulu nayo ngayo it's a process leyo yokuthengisa i-insurance contract.
Okay.
So advice uyinikezwayo by ama agents, so or brokers or financial advisors or even lo muntu okufonelayo okuthengisela insurance.
Okay.
So each jurisdiction yethu is around that process.
Okay.
We police that advice, and then office ka NFO then bona badilisha nendaba ye contract ama terms and conditions ukuthi ubani ungat adheranga to the terms and conditions. Zithini ama terms and conditions, and then like if mhlambe claim it decline outside of the terms and conditions, then bayakwazi uku interpret the contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mashite Nauge, Valerie, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for opening our eyes to everything that's related to cell phone insurance. We do appreciate your time. Thank you. Well, kwanyalo kumbukele sesifuke emaphethelweni ehlelo lethu namhlanje ngicela ngibonge ivakashi lethu ngesikhathi sabo. Ngithanza ukubonga kanye nani ke babukele ngekuba nathi kuze kube manje. Asihlangana futhi ngesikhathi lesitako lapho ke sitabe sinilethela ke lenye indzaba letawuthinta wena nemalungelo akho njengemthengi. From me Simphiwe Ngongwane and the rest of the team, sithi ke nisale kahle. Wishing you a great and a prosperous 2025. Cheers.
Aumela